Another day, another dollar. Alright guys, so today we are going to be working on the Skyline again. And we're going to be doing something that might be a little controversial. But we are going away from the fiberglass front fenders, and we are actually going to put on the old metal fenders. They're pretty beat and battered, but we're gonna mess with them. We got these fender flares in the back, and these are all like wide body and big. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make these front fenders that are all messed up all wide body and big too. And we are going to be repainting the whole car like I said, so repainting those fenders won't be an issue. Okay, before we get started, down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm like debating whether or not to go 18s or whether to stay with 17s, because I could slam this thing on some like just be stock body and slammed on stock body and just slammed on really wide 17s, or I could go with the whole big hot boy kit, like all the fancy arrow and shit that'll break off when I daily drive this thing. Man, there's like the smart decision and then there's the decision that I want to. So I have the fender here on top of some of the old floor mats, and I've got my tools, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to hammer down the lips and try to kind of hammer out some of the dings and bends that are in them right now, and just kind of try to get them straightened up. Alrighty, so I actually sat on this for a couple of hours, honestly. So I got the lip kind of smashed into itself. And it's super ratchet and looks super nasty, but most of it's cracking paint, because this car was repainted before I bought it, and then that paint was really crappy and it chipped and the clear's peeling and it looks really bad. And that door, or that fender also got like pulled in, and so it's got all these, yeah, it's just bad. But they'll get fixed, and I've got them marked out. So they're ready to cut. I'm going to cut into these guys, and then I'm going to put them on the car and drop it down, and then I will tack them, and then we'll pull them back off the car and welded and ground down and then kind of finished off properly off the car, and then we'll throw them back on and do our final like rolling and touching up before we do Bondo work and whatnot. But I don't think we'll get to Bondo today. I think we'll probably do Bondo on the fronts when we do the final touches on the rear fenders, because the rear fenders are still not done, but they're really close. So I think today we're just trying to get these guys cut and on the car, kind of mocked up, welded, and then recovered. The flares are all prepped and ready to go now, so I'm going to take off my bumper, and then we're going to take off the old fenders and put on the new ones. After that, we'll drop the car on the ground and make ourselves some clearance. And that is how you take off a front bumper. Alright guys, so I kind of just turned on some music and started working, but I got the old fenders off and the new ones on, and I dropped it on the ground, and I got the fenders kind of mocked up about how I want them. I had to get the welding cart out from the Jeep over there, and oh my gosh, squeezing this thing out of there one man is not as easy as, it's not easy at all. So I've got the fenders on, and I've got them mocked up. Both sides are cut, and both sides are bent. They're going to need some finessing and some finagling, and definitely some Bondo, but that's alright. This side is a little bit higher than the other side is, but the fenders are lined up, matched up the same, and yeah. So I'm going to get some tacks on here, and then we're going to lift the front end up. I'm so pumped. Alright, let's get into it, and see what kind of damage we can do. Alright, so I've got the welder all set up. I'm just going to get some tacks on everything here, get everything kind of set how I want it. Really get this shape finalized. Alright guys, I've been slaving away all day on this car, and I'm calling it for the night. I don't know how much footage I got, I'm going to be totally honest, but got them all cut out, notched, and welded back together, and then ground down quite a bit. The car is going to stay here overnight, so that's cool. But man, this shit looks so good. I'm so excited to get this whole thing painted and to get these guys finished up, get those guys finished up, get my new side skirts, get my new lip. All the good stuff that's coming, all the good stuff that's coming. But we got to get past this first, so see you guys in the next video where we work on fender flares and such more. I hope you guys enjoyed this probably pretty short video. Maybe a really long video, who knows. So yeah, flares look sick. Yeah. Have a good night guys. I'm tired of shit. Going to bed.